it's an amazing thing about like this podcast or comedy, things that stay steady.
Yes.
Because how many times have you written 3 pages of a novel and been like, I'm an author, baby. I got a new book. I mean, in March, I was 48 pages into a biography. I sent it to my agent. My agent had it. My agent, Jimmy.
What?
Yeah.
I'd love to read this 48-pager. And then it was a cold day when I shit in that stiletto.
I mean, I had a book agent. Did I tell you this?
No, this is all news to me, Fatty. Lay it on me. Who are you, Chaucer?
Oh, God. Well, I started writing my memoir because early on.
What? You gotta have shit. You gotta have the thing happen. You gotta get molested or kill a kid. What do you have in a memoir?
What are you kidding? I mean, we have every week we do an hour podcast.
I guess you're right, but nobody wants to hear about us at the Rochester Zing House.
Well, I mean, I think you're wrong.
All right.
We got 60, 80,000 listeners. I mean, half of them think I'm a cuck liberal fag, and they fast forward through me talking. But whatever. That other half. At least a quarter of them don't read also, so...
That's true. That's true.
Because Tuesdays don't read.
Put in your books.
But any jizz, so I started writing the thing because it was winter, and it was the winter of my years. I lit a candle, and I was just writing down there.
Sure.
Fast and furious. And I sent it to, a certain somebody, another somebody, people that have written books. I'll just say that.
Oh, boy.
And they were like, this is good stuff. And they gave me notes and red lines. And I put in the necessary changes.
What?
And then I sent it to my manager and agent. And they put me in touch with a literary agent.
Woo!
And I talked to this literary agent. And she really gave me the goods. She's like, this sounds great. And I pitched it, and she was like, this sounds amazing, and yada yada. And I really was like, I'm gonna be a book. I'm a book guy.
Wow. Jerry.
I'm gonna be an Arthur. So
you're the next Brad Garrett with that thing.
So I sent it. Finally, I write all this stuff. I send it off to the lady who couldn't have been nicer, and she reads it, calls me back a couple of weeks later, and this is where it all comes apart. I mean,
oh boy,
you know us with our fragile egos and whatever.
Sure.
She's like, I'm just going to start by saying this, and right there, I was like Larry David. Right when she said that, I was like, that's it.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah, no need.
Say no more. All I needed was that, like, all right, I'll start by saying this, and I was like, I'm fucked. And she's like, you're an excellent writer. Just really good on the page and really interesting.
That's nice.
And then the next 9 minutes was like a roast.
Oh.
I mean, it was, you don't know what a vowel is. You got too many commas. You don't know the difference between apostrophe. She's like, your stories are all over the place. She's like, this story led to that. She's like, I don't even know what you're doing with this. It's hard to tell what you're thinking. She's like, wow. It was like being stabbed in the tits with a penknife.
Right.
It really it got ugly.
Pen is mightier than the sword, but it's tough because they know that's like in the let you down easy handbook. Start with a compliment and then shit right in their mouth. That's how you get them on board. You got to start with the nice.
We had to be separated. My manager was like, I was like Earl Weaver. I mean, my manager was holding me back, and it was ugly, but you know how this is what's so great about comedy is with comedy, you write a joke, you go do the show, you say the joke. If they laugh, you tell it again.
Yeah.
If they don't laugh, you make some adjustments. But with a book, you spend 9 months working on the thing, and then you send it to somebody, and they're like, piece of shit.
Right. Yeah. Fuck that. So what was the hook? I mean, what was the twist?
No, book.
Well, what was the turn? What was the angle? What was the premise?
Well, that was the issue. I didn't really have that. It was just, but the thing was, I got, stories from childhood. There's anxiety, there's therapy, there's alcoholism, there's herpes, there's stand-up comedy, there's heartbreak and recovery and all that shit.
Yeah, you got a lot. I mean, you had a one-woman show for a while. I mean, you've got a narrative cooking.
Yeah, that was essentially it. Was the one-lady show, but
that was good.
Didn't know. Thanks. Well, didn't work out. So I'm not a book guy. What are we doing? And then I realized this is the book.
Yes.
The book
Digital.
is the podcast.
Here. I'm with you. I'm a ghostwriter.
Yes.
Well, hey, it was a valiant effort. I'm impressed you even went down that road. You're like Hemingway over here. Just don't kill yourself.